What's going on, champs and champets? It's SpiderMonkey here, and there's one big question we gotta ask in today's video, and that is, why did DC collaborations randomly stop occurring in Fortnite, only to randomly start occurring once again? If you guys have watched this YouTube channel for months now, maybe even a year, depending on how long it's been since that video released, we had actually talked about this before, back before DC collaborations started returning in the game with LEGO forms and all that type of stuff, and the theory we kind of had back then was the fact that Disney was starting to put more money and more effort into building something together with Epic Games and trying to get as many of the Disney characters as they could put into Fortnite. We've already seen this come true through the the Disney showcase events and everything else, where it's like, hey look, we have this character and that character and this character and that character all coming to Fortnite, all from the Disney world. Which you also have to keep in mind, characters from Marvel are technically under Disney's domain as well, so it was just all Disney fueled for a long time. And we had a theory that since there was a lot of Disney stuff going on, Disney putting a lot of money and investments into Fortnite, that was the reason we stopped seeing DC, is because Disney wanted their characters to have the limelight, they wanted their characters to be the ones you see, and they wanted to make sure that if you were playing Fortnite and if you wanted to buy a collaboration, any Disney option was available for you, while other things like DC or these, smaller indie companies, like for example, if we had the Imposter from Among Us, with the back bling, or even if we had the, I'm forgetting, Lethal Company collaboration with The Employee, right? Even if those collaborations existed, that Disney still had their own dedicated spot and would be more advertised to people out there. And considering the fact that DC can be seen as a complete polar opposite of what we have with Marvel in the game, it would make sense that they would be like, nope, we don't want DC right now. Make sure to focus only on Marvel, please, Epic Games. But as time went on and as rumors came and went, some interesting things kind of popped up. So a long time ago when Multiversus first originally released, which was kind of like a Smash Bros. PvP combat game using DC characters and a lot of other characters from just Warner Bros. Properties, we had this rumor kind of start circulating around being like, oh hey guys, the reason you're not seeing these collaborations anymore, the reason why all this stuff is kind of slowing down is because Multiversus is releasing, and they want to make sure that the Multiversus game is where all the actual promotion can go, instead of having the promotion go over to Fortnite, where they don't have full creative control over every single thing that actually goes down there. It is something that people have kind of, spotted before and kind of talked about before, but even back then we didn't believe it because of one simple fact, and that fact was, hey, even though Multiversus is out, we still got a few DC collaborations. And the reason why I think that isn't because, oh, this Multiversus rumor was actually false, but instead of the fact that it takes a long time for Epic Games to actually fully flesh out a collaboration. It can take around 9 months on average, sometimes shorter, usually longer, especially with a bigger company, in order to get some of those collaborations fully put into the game. But it was still something where, people thought, oh, that rumor's been debunked because these collaborations are arriving in Fortnite still, even after the rumor came to fruition, meaning that the whole entire Disney theory of, oh, it's just Disney not wanting DC in the game seemed a lot more likely. However, as of now, Multiversus has officially released their newest season, and they've stated that Multiversus is actually going to be shutting down in the next few months, to the point where insiders basically came out to say, yeah, the reason why DC collaborations originally slowed down wasn't actually because of Disney putting more funding into the game or anything else. It wasn't because of any secret restrictions going on behind the scenes, but instead it was because Warner Brothers wanted to make sure that the DC characters could get their limelight in Multiversus instead of spending extra money to get those characters their limelight over in Fortnite, which is why in the past few months we started seeing DC kick back up with LEGO versions of some of the little skins appearing out of nowhere, potential new DC skins being worked on behind the scenes, and more. And it's just something that was very interesting to hear about. That's kind of been like a roundabout explanation this entire time, where some people were worried, oh, this is Disney's fault. Other people were like, oh no, this is Multiversus' fault, and no one really knew who to blame, because back when the Multiversus rumor started, we were still getting DC collaborations in the game, and it was something that just kind of never added up fully. But now that we're getting a fuller picture, it's just super interesting to see how different companies can see Fortnite as a competitor to their own game's creative visions. I mean, we've even heard rumors before that, might not actually be true, regarding potential upcoming games that are going to have battle royales, having entire companies that typically wanted to collaborate with Fortnite not collaborating with Fortnite because they see Fortnite as a direct competitor to their other games. And it's just something that, I never would have really thought about too much, because you think about, oh hey, this game that is a completely different genre, a completely different aesthetic in general, could be the reason one of another game getting its characters and, collaborations blocked, it just doesn't seem like it makes sense. But it feels like anyone who tries making a game about a specific character nowadays that's under a big brand sees Fortnite as the threat, even if they're not in the exact same genre at all. I mean, there's also been situations before where we've heard people try saying Marvel Rivals was going to kill Fortnite, and it's like, you do realize that one's a hero shooter and the other game is a whole entire network and database of UEFN maps, Battle Royale, all this other stuff. It is not known as a hero shooter. Why would Marvel Rivals, a hero shooter, somehow kill off a Battle Royale, Lego Fortnite sandbox, sim survival game? It just doesn't make sense, right? But at least in this case, there are certain things where it's like, okay, some of the choices that get made behind the scenes, that does make sense, between actual companies. It's like, that does make sense on why certain things would be delayed or whatever. But yeah, if you're curious on why DC randomly stopped arriving in Fortnite and we stopped getting those collaborations for a year or two, it has to do with Multiversus. And now that Multiversus is shutting down, DC collaborations have started to kick up once again, as you've seen in the item shop, as you've seen with skins like Starfire releasing after being like one of the rarest DC skins. I think at this point, the only like rare DC skin I can think of is Black Adam, and who knows, maybe he'll end up releasing in the item shop in the near future. And also, what is it with like everyone in this lobby having explosive bullets? What gun are they using that just explode? Oh, explosive repeater rifle. You know what? That explains a lot. Anyways, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys next time with another upload. So until then, peace out.